If you're moving from a new city or you're an investor, you always want to know where are the growth areas of Sudbury. And usually the areas that are growing the most have great neighborhoods for families, good for rentals, schools, good infrastructure. And that's one of the reasons they're growing. It's also because they're a little bit cheaper right now for certain reasons, which I'll get into. And you're going to see them increase over time. So this video, I'm going to just go through my opinion on the 5 top growth areas in Sudbury and neighborhoods and my reasoning why. And then I want to give a quick shout out to Azilda and the Valley. They should be on this list, but they grew so much over COVID that they can't really make this list because they're basically on par with a lot of the other neighborhoods. So I'm Tristan Ritchie from Lake City Realty. I'm a realtor that helps people buy, sell, invest here in Sudbury. I love what I do. Love making these videos. I really hope that you guys think they're helpful. And if they are, please like, comment, subscribe, anything truly helps. I really appreciate it. If you have time, a review on Google would be awesome. So let's get right into it. I'm going to start with number 5, Lively. So it's about 10 minutes from the South End. The South End is our most expensive area of town. I call it the bougie area of Sudbury. And Lively, historically, has been a little bit of an outskirt, a little bit cheaper, a lot of smaller homes. There's other areas in Lively that have been really growing, like the Mikla subdivision. That is extremely popular, very expensive, and getting there even more expensive. So the reason it is a growth area of Sudbury is because it's very close. They have all the amenities, grocery store, home hardware. They got a mall, the banks, LCBO. Anything you need is right in Lively, and it's super close. It's like 13 minutes from the hospital, 10 minutes if you drive like me. So very close to the city center, so you're not a far drive, which is one of the reasons it's one of the growth areas of Sudbury. So very good rentals out there as well. So if you're looking for a place to raise your family, that's honestly probably where I would live if I wasn't a realtor and I had to be very central. I have a lot of friends out there, a lot of young families. It's very popular amongst my group of friends, which is I'm about 30 years old. So number 4, also because this one's grown quite a bit, there's a lot of new builds in this area because it's similar to Lively in terms of distance. This one's even closer. So it's considered an outskirt a little bit. It's Garson, and it's about 5 minutes from New Sudbury, 10 minutes from the mall. And there's a few new neighborhoods that have brand new homes. So they see the potential, right? Over the last 20 years, they've been building. There's a lot of affordable homes there, but it's close and it's between the city and the airport. So you're not too far. So that the location is great. Again, they have their grocery stores, they have the LCBO, they have a beer store, they have a strip mall, and they have everything like restaurants and stuff. So you don't need to leave, but again, if you want to go to the mall, you're 10 minutes away. In Sudbury, traffic is basically non-existent unless you're out at like 4:30 to 5:30 p.m. And even then, people from Toronto will be like, this is nothing. So that is the number 4 growth area in Sudbury because it's already kind of grown. It's already a little bit expensive because of its location. It's not far, so a lot of people like living there. Number 3 is Wahnapitae. So this one's a little bit further. Again, this one's about 20 minutes from town, maybe 10 minutes 12 minutes from Costco, so it's still not that far, but a little bit further. There is a river that goes through there. This is one of those towns that doesn't have many homes, but a lot of people that grew up there just love it. One of my friends at mortgage brokers, he grew up there and he built a house on the river out there. So there is a river that goes through that a lot of people like, and he just absolutely loves it. There's a lot of 80s, 90s built, so you can get a nice big home, and obviously some newer ones like my friend. And it has really boomed in the last 2 years. So when COVID started getting popular, people liked the outskirts a little bit more land, a little bit more property. It was a lot more affordable then, still affordable, but it's starting to get up there. So this is going to be one of those growth areas. The negative on this one is there isn't a grocery store, there's a gas station, corner store, a Rona, but there isn't all the amenities there, but it's just a matter of time now. Number 2 is Minnow Lake. A lot of potential here. I love it. It's a very vast area. There's a lot of mixed homes. I call it like a B+ area. It's removed from downtown and our lower end areas, so you're not getting a lot of that traffic through there. There's good schools. They're really close to everything. You're maybe 5 minutes from Costco, 2 minutes depending where in Minnow Lake you are. And there's also some newer neighborhoods, and they're building some of the nicest homes in a few of those neighborhoods. So they're seeing the potential, really developing. It's condensing a little bit, and the values of the properties are still very affordable. There's some that you can get for great prices. They haven't seen the increase that I thought they would during COVID, like some of the other neighborhoods did. So they're bound and poised for an increase in the coming little bit, in my opinion. They were talking about having the Kingsway Entertainment District right there, across the street, across the highway. That is on standby, so we don't know if that's still going to happen, if it's going to go downtown. So just that in itself, the reasoning, them wanting to put it there is a good sign. Very great. People love living in Minnow Lake. Lots of friends there as well. That is an up-and-coming neighborhood. Great for families and investments. Number 1, because it's still very affordable. People are starting to renovate these homes, make them more high quality, and that's the West End. If you want good bang for your buck, decent neighborhood, it's not the best neighborhood because it's still very affordable, but it's not a terrible neighborhood. Let me give you an example. You'll have a few houses in a row that are people who've been there forever, take amazing care of their home, and they just love living there. Very central, close to everything. You're New Sudbury in 5 minutes, South End in 5 minutes, downtown in 2 minutes. So you have those 3 nice homes, and then you'll have one that's maybe a little bit of a rundown house that people didn't take care of that's rented. So you have a mix. That's why I just say it's like a B area, right? You're not in the highest end, you're not in the lowest end. But if you want to get in somewhere for affordable price, the West End is where it's at. Because it's in town, that's why I believe this is going to be one of the highest increasing neighborhoods in Sudbury, is because it's still very affordable and you're right in town. You don't have to go 20, 30 minutes to get an affordable house. That's going to start getting more expensive, more high-end renos, gentrification. It's going to see a lot of upside in my opinion. So those are my 5 neighborhoods that in Sudbury I think are going to increase. Let's see if I'm right. Do you think I'm going to be right?